Outscoring Isak. Sky confirmed Liverpool chase for 63M Nunez upgrade. In 2022, Liverpool broke their transfer record to reel in Darwin Nunez, a talented and robust center forward who had made quite the name for himself at Benfica. Having scored 34 goals across 41 matches in 2021-22, he clearly had the trappings of an elite-level striker. Jurgen Klopp was convinced after he scored against the Reds in the Champions League knockout stage, after firing 3 goals in against Bayern Munich and Barcelona earlier in the term. We're now 3 years on from all that, 3 years on from Klopp's decision to agree to a deal worth $85 million for the Uruguayan ace. It hasn't worked out, with Fabrizio Romano confirming that Nunez is set to be sold this summer after a winter move to Al Nassr fell through. It's important that FSG get it right this summer, pick out the perfect successor. The name on fans' lips is Alexander Isak, but that might not be a deal worth pursuing. Why Liverpool shouldn't sign Alexander Isak? Arne Slot has worked wonders this season, leapfrogging Arsenal, 4-in-a-row champions Manchester City, and the like to move inexorably toward the Premier League title. Since signing Ryan Gravenberch in August 2023, Federico Chiesa has been the only first-team signing made, bearing testament to the team that Klopp assembled over so many years and his successor's ability to whip them into an even finer shape. The summer ahead is expected to be a big one, though, and the Athletic are among those to have confirmed Liverpool's interest in Isak, who has been hailed as the best striker in the Premier League by Jamie Carragher. Obviously, he'd be nice to have in the ranks, but Newcastle are very much aware of their talisman's talents and have slapped a $150 million transfer fee on his name. Liverpool shouldn't go near a deal if the Magpies won't budge on that valuation this summer. There are other options available, and this would exhaust resources at a critical juncture. This might feel a bit pragmatic, but Liverpool's structure is firmly rooted in realism, and it's paid dividends over the years. See, for example, the decision in April 2023 to end interest in Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham, and instead sign a range of talented midfielders to pack the Anfield midfield back together. Those midfielders are on course to win the Premier League after lifting the Carabao Cup last year. Liverpool do need a new number 9, though. Luckily, Isak's not the only elite marksman on the market. Liverpool chasing top striker. As per Sky Sports, Liverpool have compiled a short list of strikers, including Isak, to replace Nunez this summer. And fans may be interested to note that Victor Osimhen is on the club's radar. Athletic, powerful, and deadly in front of goal, the Napoli forward, who is on loan at Galatasaray, is expected to leave Naples for good at the end of the season after relationships broke down and prompted him to move temporarily to Turkey. Last year, Napoli set demands of a fee north of $100 million for the Nigeria striker, but hopes have been tempered as he approaches the final year of his deal, with separate reports suggesting the 26-year-old could be available for $63 million. Why Liverpool should sign Victor Osimhen? Firstly, Liverpool should consider signing Osimhen because he's one of the most prolific strikers in Europe and has the perfect profile to thrive in the Premier League. His career with Napoli might have ended unceremoniously, but Osimhen was the driving force behind the club's incredible Scudetto success of 2022-23, scoring 31 goals from 39 matches in all competitions. Last season was one of frustration for the Nigerian, whose injury issues exacerbated the Serie A champions' dramatic decline. However, he's back among the goals with Galatasaray, indeed proving to be one of Europe's most potent center forwards. Standing at 6'1", Osimhen has the frame and the strength to lead Liverpool's line in the Premier League, bring goals, and a powerful focal presence to enhance the performances of those around him. As per FBref, he ranks among the top 10% of strikers in Europe over the past year for goals scored, the top 8% for shot-creating actions, the top 1% for touches in the attacking penalty area, and shots taken in the top 7% for aerial duels 1 per 90. It's a fine representation of his quality. So active and present in the striker's spot. Comparing him against Nunez, whose erratic and enigmatic style has left him isolated in the Premier League, and you can see why Liverpool are ramping up their interest. It goes without saying that Osimhen is more clinical than Nunez, but his goal-scoring quality is built upon the dynamic and rangy skill set that has led BBC journalist Alex Brotherton to hail him as unstoppable. His creative spark, having created 10 big chances in the Turkish Super League, is something that could hold sway when Slot and Liverpool's chiefs devise a transfer strategy. Of course, Osimhen hasn't been
Liverpool will be looking to take another significant stride towards securing the Premier League title when they face Fulham on Sunday afternoon. Currently sitting 12 points clear at the top of the league, Liverpool's path to winning the Premier League for the second time in their history is firmly in sight, with only 8 games left to play. Their head coach, Arne Slot, will be eager for his team to clinch a victory over the Cottagers, who have impressed under the management of Marco Silva this season. While Liverpool's on-pitch ambitions are clear, there remains uncertainty off the pitch regarding the futures of several key players. Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold are all approaching the end of their contracts, which expire this summer. As a result, there is a possibility that these high-profile players could leave Anfield on free transfers when their current contracts run out at the end of the season. However, one significant piece of transfer news that has emerged is that Liverpool appears set to retain one of their key defenders. According to Football Insider, 22-year-old centre-back Jarell Quansah, a product of the club's youth academy, is set to remain at Anfield beyond this summer despite interest from Premier League rivals Newcastle United. Quansah has been a promising figure for the Reds in recent seasons and is now considered an important part of Slot's squad. Having made 55 appearances for the senior team, Quansah's rise has been notable, and his role in the squad has grown in importance. Despite some reports suggesting that Slot overlooked the English defender during their win over Everton, when Curtis Jones was played as a makeshift right-back, Liverpool are not looking to cash in on the player. He is under contract with the club until 2029, which means Liverpool is under no significant pressure to sell him. Furthermore, as a homegrown player, Quansah holds additional value to the club in terms of squad registration and rules governing the number of non-homegrown players. This summer is shaping up to be one of considerable change at Manchester City, with the club confirming that Kevin De Bruyne, one of their most influential players, will be leaving at the end of the current season. The news broke on Friday, with City announcing that the Belgian midfielder's contract, which expires this summer, will not be renewed, bringing an end to his remarkable decade-long tenure at the Etihad. De Bruyne, who joined Manchester City from Wolfsburg in 2015, has since played 413 matches for the club, scoring 106 goals and providing 174 assists. He has been an integral part of City's success, winning 18 major trophies, including 6 Premier League titles and the coveted Champions League. Since the announcement of his departure, speculation about where De Bruyne might move next has been rampant. However, recent reports have suggested that he is unlikely to join MLS side San Diego FC, a club that had previously been linked with the Belgian playmaker. According to Give Me Sport, despite initial exploratory talks, San Diego has decided not to pursue a move for De Bruyne. The MLS side was reportedly hesitant to meet the Belgians' wage demands, which, while not matching those of the highest-paid players in the league like Lionel Messi, would place him among the top earners in MLS. Initially, San Diego FC had De Bruyne on their discovery rights list, which is a policy that ensures only one MLS club can negotiate with a player. However, after removing him from their list, it seems another unnamed MLS side has since added De Bruyne to their list, sparking further intrigue about where the midfielder might end up next season. The speculation surrounding De Bruyne's future highlights a summer of significant changes on the horizon for both Manchester City and Liverpool, as both clubs continue to plan for the upcoming season, with transfers and squad reshuffling being a key part of their strategies. For Liverpool, the immediate focus remains on their title charge, with a win over Fulham likely to cement their position at the top of the table. Despite the uncertainty surrounding some of their key players' futures, the team's performance this season has been exceptional, and the club will hope to maintain their strong form to secure their place as champions once again. As the season enters its final stretch, all eyes will be on how Liverpool performs in their remaining fixtures, and whether they can hold off their closest challengers to lift the Premier League trophy. Meanwhile, Manchester City's squad overhaul, including the departure of De Bruyne, will be a major story to watch, as the club seeks to strengthen its team for future campaigns. Both clubs are navigating crucial moments in their history, with major decisions off the pitch that could reshape their squads for years to come. The next few months will be pivotal as transfer talks intensify and the battle for domestic and INT